75's interview. These interviews were the most poignant, possibly because many of these women had never had a vagina interview before. One woman, who was 72, had never even seen her vagina. She washed herself in the shower and bath, but never with conscious attention. She'd never had an orgasm. At 72, she went to therapy, as they do in New York. And with the help of her therapist, she went home one afternoon by herself, lit some candles, drew a bath, played some music, and she got down with herself. She said it took her over an hour because she was arthritic. But when she finally found her clitoris, she said, she cried. This monologue is for her.
Down there? I haven't been down there since 1953. No, it had nothing to do with Eisenhower. No, it's a cellar down there. Very damp, clammy. You don't want to go down there, trust me, you'd get sick. It's suffocating, very nauseating. The smell of the clamminess and the mildew and everything. It smells unbearable. It gets in your clothes. No, there was no accident down there. It didn't catch on fire or anything. It wasn't so dramatic. I mean, well, never mind. I can't tell you this. What's a smart girl like you going around talking to old ladies about their down theres for? We didn't do this kind of thing in my day. What? God. Okay. There was this boy, Bennett-Cauchon. He was cute. Well, at least I thought so. And I really liked him. And he asked me out for a date in his car. And I can't do this. I cannot talk to you about down there. It's a cellar down there. There's rumbles down there sometimes, and you can hear the pipes, and things get caught down there. Little animals and things. And it's wet. And sometimes people have to come and plug up the leaks. But otherwise, the door stays shut. I mean, you don't think about it. It's just there. It's like you don't see it. But it is part of the house. It does have to be there, though, because otherwise, if you didn't have a cellar, the bedroom would be in the basement. Oh, Bennett-Cauchon. Yeah, he was very handsome. He was a real catch. That's what we called it in my day. And we were out in his car. It was a new white Chevy Bel Air. And I remember thinking that my legs were too long for the seat. I have very long legs. They were all smushed up against the dashboard. And I was busy looking at my big kneecaps when all of a sudden Andy kissed me in this surprisingly take me by control like they do in the movies kind of way. And I got excited. So excited, and there was a flood down there. I couldn't control it. It just poured out of me. It was this force of passion, this river of life. It just poured right through me, right through my panties and onto the seat of his brand new white Chevy Bel Air. And, well, it wasn't pee, and it smelled. Well, frankly, I didn't smell anything, but Andy said, it smelled like sour milk, and it was staining the seat of his car. He said I was a stinky, weird girl. And I told him I wasn't normally like this, that he caught me off guard with his kiss, but I tried to wipe it out with my dress. It was a new yellow primrose dress. Oh, and it looked so ugly with the flood all over it. Well, Andy didn't say another word, and he drove me home, and when I got out of the car and closed the door, I closed the whole store. Closed for business. That was it. Well, I did date some after that, but the idea of the flooding, it made me too nervous. I never even got close again. But I used to have dreams. Oh, they're crazy dreams. Dopey dreams. Why? Burt Reynolds. I don't know why. He never did much for me in real life, but in my dreams, it was Burt and I, Burt and I, Burt and I. You know, it was always the same general dream. We'd be out, Burt and I, and we'd be in some kind of big fancy restaurant, you know, like the kind they have in Atlantic City, all big with the chandeliers and thousands of waiters with the vests. Yeah. And Burt would give me an orchid corsage, and I'd pin it on my blazer. We would laugh. We were always laughing, Burt and I. Laughing. And we'd eat shrimp cocktail. Huge shrimp, fabulous shrimp. Laughing shrimp. Yeah. We were very happy together. And then he would pull me out into the middle of the restaurant, and just as he was about to pull me towards him and kiss me, the whole restaurant would start to shake. Pigeons would come out from underneath the tables. I don't know what those pigeons were doing there. And the flood would just pour out of me. It would pour and pour and pour. And the whole restaurant would fill up with my flood. There were little fish in it, and little boats. And Burt, he would be standing waist deep in it, looking horrified that I'd gone and done it again. And he was terribly disappointed as we would watch his friends, Dean Martin and the like, swim past us in their tuxedos and evening gowns. I don't have those dreams anymore. Not since they took away just about everything connected with down there. Moved out the uterus, the tubes, the whole works. The doctor thought he was being funny. He said, if you don't use it, you lose it. But really, I found out it was cancer. Everything around it had to go. It's all right. Who needs it anyway? Highly overrated. I've done other things. I love the dog shows. I sell antiques. What would it wear? What kind of a question is that? What would it wear? It would wear a sign, a big sign, closed due to flooding. What would it say? I told you it's not like that. It's not like a person that says things. It stopped being something like that a long time ago. You happy? You got it out of me. You got an old lady to talk about her down there. You know, you're the first person I've ever talked to about this. And actually, I do feel a little better.